Hey everybody, it's Punto Boy here with a quick video on the new 0.2.3 hotfix that released yesterday for Grey Zone Warfare. One of the biggest and highly requested changes being the new gear repair system. As you know, with Night Ops came a new durability system, but we were left with no way to actually repair your gear when it was worn out. Yesterday's patch included a first iteration of the new repair system, so we could finally stop throwing things away so quickly. Yeah, so I've deliberately, because I knew the repair system was coming, I've deliberately ferreted some stuff away that needs being repaired. Like, there we go. Here we go. Here's a lovely M4 that I found earlier. So how do I repair it, though? Aha. So we've got this new icon here. Let's repair. So we can see here, is that, yeah, that's, guys can see that. So you can see here, at the moment, this weapon, okay, can I just come out of this? Is there a way to come out of this? I suppose you have to close, there we go, just close that. So at the moment, this weapon has a 2.42 MOA. Oh, okay, so these are the stats that it's going to go up to. You can see down the side, at the moment, the durability is 69%. And I can take it up to 100%. I can drop the accuracy down, sorry, improve the accuracy from 2.42 to 1.78. Recoil goes from +2 to +34, so recoil control. So that's good. We want pluses on that. Arm stamina drain, at the moment, the stamina drain is more. It's 3% more. Whereas if I repair it, I'll go down to -12, so it's less stamina drain, which is what we want. Weapon handling goes from less -34 to 0, which is good. And reload time goes from -5, which means a slower reload. Which means a faster reload of only 5% faster. But I can go to 12% faster reload if I repair it. And that's gonna improve all of these things. And each one has its own cost. So the actual firearm receiver itself looks like it's going to cost $31. The buffer tube, 13. Stock. All of these components, all a bit knackered. Most expensive one looks like a suppressor. There's a suppressor there at $355, which is quite a lot. What else? The scope is quite a lot. $708 for the scope. $247 for the laser. What else have we got? No, that's it really. So it's only those like major things there. The laser, scope, and the suppressor. I think I might have already put a barrel on this because the barrel was only $73. Oh, the barrel's at 69% as well, but yeah, the barrel's not very much. So yeah, so it's going to cost me $1,800 to repair it. This build, just have a look. Just close that for a moment. This build, if I go to Gunny, is based off of an M4, but I can't remember exactly all the changes that I made. So I think it's based off a standard M4. It's not based off the DD-M4. It's based off a standard one. So if you have a look at this M4, the starting price is $1,800, but this is for the Billy Basic one. In fact, let's just go. Hang on. Let me go and find that M4 again. Where was that M4? In one of these bags at the bottom here. This one here. So if I open up that one, I can run that side by side. We can see two M4A1s. This one has a start of 1.83 MOA. At the moment, this one is currently at 242. But if I spend $1,800, I'll get it down to 1.78. That's okay. Yeah. So let's have a look what else. So there, yeah, you can see the stats stats won't be as good. I could buy this, and this will be better than this currently, or I can just spend the $1,800 on repairing this. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. That's not bad. But this hasn't got the sight. This has only got iron sights. What else hasn't it got? It hasn't got the laser. Just trying to have a look. Hasn't got the laser. Hasn't got torch. Yeah, it hasn't got a few things. The scope would be the main thing. That scope, the razor is, see, the razor on its own is 2.8k for $2,800 just for the scope. So it's definitely worth, I think it's definitely worth repairing it. So let's go back into the repair menu and repair that. Oh, that's interesting. Why? It's only taking it down to 2, not 1.78. So is that because I can't? Maybe that's what... Oh, okay. That's a bit deceiving. That is a bit deceiving. I thought it would go down to 1.78, but I bet these are the stats if the weapon was brand spanking new, never repaired. But because I've repaired it, there's still an element of like durability loss, but it'll never be like 100%. I've gone down to like the 88%, 91%. Yeah, the high 80s, low 90s on most things. Yeah. So it's not going to be quite... I wish they'd shown that stat opposed to the brand new stat, if that makes sense. I think that would be better. Because that's a bit deceiving. I thought I was going to go back down to 1.78, but I've only gone to 2. But 2 is still better than what it was. It was 2.78, so still definitely better. Definitely better. And everything's bright green again, whereas some things were like a light green, yellowy colour before, so been repaired. Yeah, so I've got it to 88%, so I'm still 12% loss on 100% new. What else have I got? I'm sure I've stashed away all sorts of stuff because I knew this repair system was coming, and there were some certain things that I kept. Right, first things first. Let's move away from these guys because they're chatting in my ear. But the good thing is they have new voice lines. They were talking some different voice lines. That makes a change. Right, so we'll go over here just because it's away from those guys. What else we got? I kept loads of stuff. So there's got to be something else to repair. If not, we can go out and damage something. I was giving away M2s the last time I played this, because they got down to a certain percentage and it's just not worth carrying them. Once they get down to a certain percentage of durability, like 40-50%, I was just tossing them. I was putting them into the donations bin for somebody else to use, because they'll do somebody a turn like in one of the starter villages or somewhere like that. Here you go, there's a magazine here. So this magazine is down to 65% durability, an AK-19 magazine. So, which bag was that in? Was that in this bag? No, it wasn't. Which bag was it in? No, it wasn't in that one. No, it wasn't in that one either. Oh, it is, yeah. So it's in this brown bag, this scorpion bag here. So let's just go back to... Turncoat sells those magazines. A 5.56 mag, there we go. AK-19 magazine. So if we have a look at the stats compared to a brand new one. So the reload time is reduced on the brand new one from -6. Yeah, which is now confirmed. That's the stat that it's showing here. That's versus 100%, which I'm not sure that's a good way of showing it. I don't know. So it's $14 for me to repair this magazine. How much is the brand new one? 53. But with a brand new one, I also get the ammunition. Now, I believe they've changed the ammunition in one of the last updates. From like a week or so ago. So let's repair that. And then we'll double check what ammunition this gets. Where did that go? Up here. So if I unload that now, what ammo? So it's got FMJ in it now. Yeah, so that was a really good way of getting cheap M855, was to buy the AK-19 magazine off Turncoat, because it was like 50 something dollars. You'd get 60 rounds of no, sorry, you get 30 rounds of M855, but then you sold the magazine for like $18, so it was going to cost you like 30 something dollars for a 30 stack of M855. Whereas if you went to Gunny, M855 was $6 each, and for 30 rounds was $180. So it's like a fraction. It's $150 cheaper than you were paying if you were just buying the ammo outright. I don't need that magazine anymore. I'm just going to sell it straight away. Oh, $15 I get for selling it. Yeah. I'll sell that FMJ as well. I don't want that. Leveling up vendors made easier, which is good, because one of the problems that I had when I did my run through before was I've got Gunny and Handshake and who was the other ones? Who did I get up? So Gunny, Handshake, Lab Rat, yeah, and Banshee. Gunny, yeah. So basically, Artisan and Turncoat, I've not been able to get up to level 3, and it was going to cost me something like $300,000 to level them up by buying stuff, which is a challenge because I've got so much stuff in my stash that if I bought stuff, I've got nowhere to put it. So yeah, a little bit of a challenge. So that's good. I'm glad that that's not a challenge anymore. I can sell stuff. Basically, it says to made it easier to build that crucial vendor progression. Now selling items vendors also earn reputation points. We've also lowered the grind for level 3 with Lab Rat, Artisan and Turncoat. So Artisan and Turncoat are two that I need. That's interesting, because they are considerably less. I'm actually not far off both of them. I'm 150 points off of Artisan and 50 points off of Turncoat. So yeah, I'm much less. It's much less now. So probably, is that 300 grand? Is probably not going to be anywhere near that now. Disconnection protection. Losing connection shouldn't mean losing your life. Now, if you disconnect, your character disappears to avoid unfair deaths. Oh, okay. So if you disconnect from the game, instead of your body being there, so that a player, if you're on a PvP server, or an AI can still see where you are, they can't kill you while you're disconnected. If you reconnect within 5 minutes, pick up exactly where you left off, which is awesome because gear is everything in this game. Looting made smoother with fine-tuned looting interactions, making grabbing those smaller, hard-to-click items easier. No more frustration. The prompt shows up. Yeah, okay. So I've had that issue. No more frustration when the prompt shows up. There were some items, especially around Midnight Sapphire, but they're on shelves. You could see them, and when you went up to them, the icon would change to one where it's like you want to interact, but the little menu didn't appear, and then you couldn't pick them up. You couldn't do anything with them. So I'm glad that's fixed. Dead bodies, new rules. So all dead bodies now stay on the map for 1 hour. If you die more than once, older bodies will remain lootable for others, but can only loot the latest body. But I can only loot the latest body. The interaction widget will clearly show which body you should recover. Okay, so that's interesting. What it doesn't specify is how that works on a PvE server. So on a PvP server, anybody can loot your body. Your teammates, your squad mates, and other players from other factions. But on a PvE server, only you can loot your body anyway. So I'm assuming that's pointing more towards PvP servers, warfare mode. So that's interesting. And then there's a whole bunch of other fixes. So crashes, what we've got, crashes. anti-cheat errors, so AI NPCs sometimes floating in the air, which I've seen. One of my friends got killed by a floating NPC before. Fixed an issue that reset the zero. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Reset the zero on sniper scopes. Bullets not penetrate some windows and UNLRA. Yeah, I've had that issue before, trying to shoot some AI and it's just hitting the windows. So yeah, it's quite a lot. Okay, fixed an issue causing the AK-19 magazine for purchase from Tonecoat to be incompatible with AK-19 rifles. Oh, that's interesting, because I know in the last patch, as I said, they changed the ammo type that was in those AK-19s. I wonder if that caused that issue then, because I think that issue wasn't there before. So yeah, so there's quite a few little patches in this. There's only a 0.01, yeah, 0.01 iteration patch. So not a huge patch, but these 5 things at the top here definitely worth looking at. Right, so let's check my gear, and we'll go off and do some stuff. I've actually been changing my loadout a little bit the last time I played. I'm starting to carry more magazines and less stacks. The only reason why I've got these extra stacks is because I didn't really have anywhere to put them, because I'm, as you can tell, if you're on the widescreen one, I'm absolutely rammed full of stuff. So I didn't really have anywhere to put stuff. So let's make sure I'm all geared up. I think I'm all 100%. I think I'm all 100% on everything at the moment. Yeah, everything's looking green. My weapon, my weapon's at 87% actually. So my weapon isn't 100%. What's actually, everything's still green, but it's 87%. I wonder how much this will cost me to repair. So if I repair that now, interesting. If I repair that now, I can get most things up to high 90s. But if I repair that now, it's going to cost me $1,100 to repair that now. But everything will go back up to high 90s, so I get like the best part of 10% on most things. So considering I've got 600 grand, I may as well do that. I'm up to 95% now. That's pretty good. So if you maintain your weapons regularly, it looks like you'll be better off. You'll be better off. Your weapons will stay in better shape. Now the question is that obviously it's still going to go down because I've only gone up to 95%. And I bet when I go down to like, so I was like 87% last time. If I go down to 87%, I bet I won't be able to get it back up to 95. It will be something like 94, 93, something like that. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We'll have to keep an eye on that, definitely. So what do you think? Is the new repair system worth paying for? What would you like to see in the next patch for Grey Zone Warfare? As always, if you like the video, please drop me a like and subscribe to catch all my future videos. Thanks for watching.